Hello everybody, welcome back to some more Train Sim Classic. And today we are playing with this very nice Armstrong Powerhouse Class 50. I haven't used the Class 50, I've had it for a while, but I haven't used it for, well, since I had it. So this is my first time actually using the Class 50. And we have it in the BR large logo livery, which it's looking very good, and looks like we're taking some cars on these low loaders. And the scenario is 1A47 St Austell to Paddinton. We're on the Riviera Line, and this scenario is set in 1983, so very much the Class 50's prime on British Rail. But yeah, I just want to say before we get into the cab and get going, if you are a new viewer and you haven't already, please subscribe and hit the like button down below. Alright, let's jump in and set her up and get going. Okay, here we are inside the cab, and there's a very noisy, what is that, a 47? Yeah, very noisy 47 over there that will be taking off. We have been given a yellow, but we need to set this up first. So we need to go over to here and turn the AWS on. There we go. And this doesn't have the GWS, it has this, which I won't bother setting up today. Very noisy 47 there heading out. But we will do the master key, put it into forward. Let's get some, let's turn that off, some cab lights, route indicator. That's about it for us. Like I said, this scenario is set in 83, so pretty much the prime for the Class 50. Something else just turned up. I just heard something else. I'm not sure. But it must have been that 47 braking up there. But yeah, our brakes are coming off. Our amps are going up. There we go. And we're getting on the move. And I absolutely love the Class 50. I think it just looks really powerful. And it's just a really sort of big freight loco. I believe that it was a Class 5. Or what they deemed as a Class 5. Where are we going? Down here. Signal. We're stopping at this signal, so let's not go too fast. I believe it's what they deemed as a Class 5 loco, so it was actually, you know, it was a big loco for hauling quite a lot of heavy stuff, a lot of torque, and yeah, it just looks powerful, and it just, yeah, I really like the Class 50. It is an iconic sort of English freight loco. They did sort of pull passenger trains, and I think they sort of did that because they were diesel electric. They were sort of quite quiet, and well, the emissions wasn't very low, I don't think, but they were lower than the 37s. I don't actually know what year they came into service, but yeah, I absolutely love the Class 50, and the inside of here looks very spacious. And I really like the Armstrong Powerhouse Class 50. I feel like it's got a lot of features in it. You know, you can mess around with all the fuses and whatnot, and all the control panels. But yeah, we're on the Riviera Line, and we're not sort of we're taking these cars. Very 1980s cars those are. Right, we're stopping anywhere along here, sort of. I was hoping there'd be a signal. But I'm guessing we're just sort of stopping anywhere along here. So let's throw the brake on. And that would be our signal number, E486. I'm not sure how to set this up. So I could set it up potentially. Maybe you just put the signal in, which we're at 486. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to use these. I know how to use the GWS. Now prepare Newton-le-Willows sidings and couples of the 4 motor wagons. Right, so those must have been the ones. We'll just quickly save it. Those must have been the ones back there. Yeah, they were. So, we haven't done this for a while. Oh, we don't want to reload assets. Here we are. So, has that been set for us automatically? Looks like it. Sometimes they don't get set. But we haven't done this for a while where we've sort of had to do a bit of shunting. Yeah, what we got on here, we've got maybe... That kind of looks like a larder, to be honest. Maybe like little Renault. And that red one's definitely a Golf. So yeah, just some really... And then proper 1980s colours, aren't they, those? But yeah, this is quite an interesting scenario. Like I say, this is the first time. This is the first time playing the Class 50. I've had the Armstrong Powerhouse pack or EP enhancement pack. I've had it for a long time, to be fair. I just haven't been able to play the scenarios for the Class 50 because I hadn't got the requirements to play the scenarios. But over Christmas, Armstrong Powerhouse had a massive sale on, and I basically bought the majority of their of the things they offer, the products that they offer. And yeah, so now I've pretty much got everything that I need to play these scenarios, basically. And that 47 has gone. And we don't want to come in here too hard. I can hear something over there. I can hear something over here in these engine sheds. I don't know what it is, but I can hear something. Right, so we're getting closer now. It's probably a good sort of speed to be coming in at this. We haven't really got a timestamp, so we can sort of... Yeah, this is a good speed to be coming in. That should couple and... So we're going to pull forward to the signal. Okay. So we need to put this into forward. Oh. There it is. Brakes should come off. Amps should go up. There's something down there that... Yeah, I absolutely love the Class 50, especially the Armstrong Powerhouse one. I think the model just looks really crisp. Lots of detail. you know, under the chassis there. And the proportions seem right as well. They are big locos. They are very big locos. But yeah, I absolutely do. When I saw that, I've had this a long time, to be fair. But when I saw that Armstrong Powerhouse was doing a Class 50, I had to pick it up. I wish that I had picked up their Class 40. Unfortunately, they got rid of it off their website because it wasn't up to their standards, which is that's fair enough. But I wish I'd picked that one up just so I could have used it. But I have their 37s, and this is another thing as well. If you're sort of umming and ahhing about getting Armstrong Powerhouse stuff, they're removing stuff off their website all the time because either they want to make a better product in the future, or they feel that it's not up to the standard that they're known for, and so they take it off the website. If you've already bought it in the past, that's fine. You know, you can. That's something you can keep forever. But like the Class 40, I wasn't fortunate enough to pick that up, so I missed out on that one. Doesn't mean that they won't bring it out again in the future, a better version of it. That would be really cool. But I wish I had it now to play with. I don't know where we're... Platform 3. So we're actually going backwards again. And then... so we're actually going backwards again. And I'm just going to check again if that's changed to the platform that we want. Yeah, it has. Okay. Sometimes they just don't do it for you. Almost missed that. Sweet. Yeah, it must have been to do with a red light back there, but almost missed that. And then we've got 20-mile drive, which is alright. So a little bit of a longer video, this one. And we'll wait. Good work. You have the road. So we actually do have the road. I'll just make sure. Yeah, we've got a green. So you can make this more claggy. It does have a clag factor. I forget what the key bindings are for it, but you can make them more claggy. But we'll have a maximum sort of track speed of 60. This can go up to 75. It normally says, but I think this can go up to 75. But we've been limited to 60, and we are going to Exeter, St David's. So we should see some really cool. And we'll get a nice screenshot as well. Yeah, let's do that now. Cool. The skybox is not that great on this one. I do find that the Armstrong Powerhouse, I haven't actually got the sky improvement and cloud improvement packs from them. I kind of do want them, but I'm waiting for another sale from them. I sort of wanted to this time. I've got the track enhancement and stuff, and the old weather enhancement, but they brought some new ones out. Like the Signon and stuff, but I wanted to get rolling stock this time. I only really buy Armstrong Powerhouse stuff if it's something I really want. So the 6.6 enhancement pack I bought immediately as soon as it came out. But then I sort of buy Armstrong Powerhouse stuff when there's a sale on. A lot like the Steam expansions as well for this game and many other games. I sort of wait until there's a big sale on. But yeah, this Christmas just gone, they had a massive sale on, and I wanted to focus more on getting rolling stock than sort of the weather enhancements and stuff. So I got a lot of their rolling stock. And that's why I can play these scenarios now, because I've got a lot of their rolling stock now, which was the problem before. I couldn't play a lot of their scenarios because I didn't have the requirements. But the next sale they have, I'll probably get a lot more stuff from them as well. Maybe like the weather and they've done a foliage enhancement pack which looks amazing. The trees look really good on that. But no, I'm pretty happy with what I've got. I really hope that they do a 47. I think I've said it in the past, but a class 47 enhancement pack from Armstrong Powerhouse would be the best. We're sort of lacking in a really good 47. We have a good class 50 now, Armstrong Powerhouse one. We have really good class 37s. Just Trains do a really good class 20. Obviously we've got a really good class 6.6. I'm trying to think what are the freight locos. 60. Just Trains do a really good 60. 58, there's a really good 58. I think the Dovetail one is probably the best one that you can get. So yeah, 47 is sort of the only one left majorly. Like iconic British diesels is the 47, and we haven't had a really good 47. We've got the Dovetail 47, but it's not that good, to be fair. Yeah, I just wish that we had an Armstrong Powerhouse one, which I don't know if they're working on one or not. Hopefully they are, because that would be really good if we could have a proper 47 with like clag factor and loads of features and stuff. That would be a really good thing to have. And they not only pulled freight, they did pull passenger services as well, so you could do some really cool scenarios with that. But yeah, we're just sort of missing the 47 at the moment. What else would I like to see? I'd really like to see an 08 An Armstrong Powerhouse Class 20 would be good, but Just Trains sort of already have a pretty decent one. An 08 would be good if Armstrong Powerhouse did a really in-depth, detailed 08. That would be really cool. A really good 58 would be good as well, I think. But a class 20, I think would be good from Armstrong Powerhouse because they'd put the clag factor and stuff in, and you could get like a really dirty, claggy class 20, put in some coal wagons, some are they HTTs, I think. But yeah, that'd be really cool. That'd be really cool if we could get that. But they're bringing stuff out constantly. Armstrong Powerhouse are they? You know, they pretty much bring something out. I'd say every like 3 months. And they went through a period where it was like they were bringing out. Wow, look at this, going across the Riviera like this. Look, let's actually get a photo of this. The AWS was just activated then. I'm guessing it's just telling me about this 60 that's coming up. That's really cool though. The Class 50s featured really heavily on the Riviera line. There's plenty of YouTube videos of, you know, old footage of Class 50s from like the 80s. Going through that classic station. I forget where it is. It might be Exeter. Can't remember. But it's such a classic. Yeah, Class 50s featured heavily. Pulling freight, pulling passenger services. Yeah, Class 50s were quite cool back in the day. And I mean, this line, even today, is one of the most scenic lines. You know, as it runs alongside the beach and the sea here. Not sure how they deal with sort of erosion and constant seawater attacking it. But yeah, it's one of the cooler lines. I've never been on it either. I don't think. Is this the class? Yeah, this is it. This is the classic station. I don't know. This is the one you see on the YouTube videos all the time. I can't remember what it is though. I'll just try and catch the name as we go past. I should know it. No, I couldn't see. Couldn't see it. But yeah, this is the classic sort of station that all the YouTube videos are filmed at. Yeah, very cool line, very scenic. How far are we? 11 mile. We're quite a quiet loco when you think about it, like. Just sort of chugging along at its a nice pace here. I'm trying to sort of keep it under 60. I'm not sure if it says that we're permitted. Hey, maximum permitted speed is 90, so we can actually like ramp this up if we really wanted to. I love messing with the horn. Ah, that's why, because there's a crossing here. I'm guessing that's either like a civilian crossing or what, but you know, those sorts of crossing featured again heavily in the 1980s. I think this is set in 83. Did say somewhere. Yeah, in the 80s, passenger crossings featured heavily on the British Rail. You know, there would be a gate either side, and you could literally just open the gate and walk across the tracks. Big no-no today. Big no-no today. They pretty much got rid of all of them. But it was not uncommon in the 80s for, you know, kids to be walking to school and having to cross the tracks. And that's what they were saying, like, you know, look both ways. Stop, wait, and look both ways sort of thing. Because they were just running out onto the tracks, and trains were, you know, taking them out. Some areas still have them today, but they're not really that used. Widely used like that. Look, how dangerous is that off the beach as well? You know, child could come running out there. And trains don't just stop like cars do, they roll. So yeah, not good. But they pretty much got rid of all of them today. And you can't really cross the tracks. They still have car crossings, but you can't really cross the tracks as a pedestrian. And if there is, you know, if there is a way to get over the tracks, it's normally either tunnel or bridge over the top. Like this, there's an overhead bridge. Yeah, I mean, it's this route. I believe the Riviera Line's actually quite old now. As far as train sim routes go, it's, well, I say it's old. I don't think it's that old, but yeah, you can see the texturing's not great. I mean, this would definitely benefit from. This would definitely benefit from the Armstrong Powerhouse foliage enhancement pack. If it updated all these, I'm not sure if the Riviera Line is on the list of routes that they have swapped the assets out into. I'd have to check. But yeah, this would benefit from it hugely. You'd get some really nice foliage along here. There's not a lot you can do about sort of the water here and the beach, but I can't remember if they ever brought this, if they ever brought the Riviera Line out for Train Sim World. I have a sneaking suspicion they might have, but you know, Train Sim World's graphics are quite good. I'm not gonna lie, there they are good. You know, water and stuff looks really good, but you just don't get the same vibe as you do on Train Sim Classic. Train Sim Classic OMSI 2. Graphics are blocky and awful compared to today's standard, but it doesn't matter. They function so well. They do the job that they were meant to do so well, and they've just got a charm about them. It's like old retro gaming. They've got a charm about the games. A lot of people like playing old farm sim because it's got the same vibe, it's got the same charm about it. The graphics might not be the best, but it's just got a charm about it. Same with this game. I'm not doing the horn again. I've done it so many times. But yeah, it's just got a really good vibe, and OMSI 2 is the exact same. But sometimes these games don't like working properly, and when they do, they are an absolute pain, and you wish, you're like, ah, why can't it be like a newer game that's been sort of polished? But No, that's what adds to the charm. I like the fact that it is a little bit, you know, old school. It's one of the reasons I haven't really played Train Sim World again. It's because it doesn't have the same vibe as Train Sim Classic, and there's sketchy practices when it comes to releasing new games every year, which is like, why don't they just, I don't know what they're doing over there, but I'm surprised they've not released a bloody Train Sim World 5 yet. Not gonna lie to you. It's not to say I won't play it in the future, but at the moment I'd rather put the money towards like Armstrong Powerhouse enhancement packs rather than buying Train Sim World. And that's just the priority. If I end up getting to a point where I'm like, right, you know, I can get Train Sim World for quite cheap and all the packs on that for quite cheap, I probably will, but I'd rather just put the money towards Armstrong Powerhouse at the moment, because they bring out some amazing products. Just trains as well. I rave about Armstrong Powerhouse all the time. I sound like a broken record, but Just Trains have got some really amazing stuff. Alan Thompson Sim, amazing stuff. Vulcan products, they do some really good stuff. A lot of their stuff's free to download as well. They do a lot of reskinning, but their stuff's really good. And yeah, most of the third party content creators for this game, that their stuff is amazing. It is above and beyond. Especially Alan Thompson Sim's got some really, really neat stuff that they've brought out recently, and I think he was saying that they've spent like years developing some of their stuff, and you know, it's only just come into the point where they can release it. And yeah, the amount of features and research and development that's gone into these things, that's why a lot of people say that Armstrong Powerhouse is overpriced. It is and it isn't. It is if you're looking at it from like, well, I'm not getting a lot for the money, but at the same time you are getting a lot for the money. They've researched it, they've developed it, someone's had to model all of this, they've had to code it, they've had to go and record the sounds from the actual loco in real life. They've had to do a lot of stuff that's probably cost them thousands and thousands of pounds, tens of thousands to do, and you're getting it for $24.99. So it does make a lot of sense when you look at it that way. But at the same time, I would suggest, if you're going to buy a load of stuff from them, wait until they've got a sale on. They had a Christmas sale on where everything was 50% off, and I literally bought I'd probably say the majority of their catalogue of their products. I bought literally probably every product they've got, and it because everything was 50% off, it was way cheaper than buying it normally. So yeah, I would suggest, if you're gonna buy, be smart with your money. But yeah, it's not, a lot of people just refuse to get the stuff because they say it's too expensive. Well, you're not seeing the value in what actually they're offering. What they're offering is an experience. It's like DCS. I've never played DCS, the flight simulator, the combat flight simulator, but there's you can buy the Avro Vulcan for I think it's 80 quid. It might be a bit less, but you can buy the Avro Vulcan for 80 quid. Now, a lot of people would say, yeah, that's expensive, but to be honest, for what you get, you're getting a full featured Vulcan with all the features in stunning detail, and it's literally a simulator. It's literally like flying the real thing. You're getting a sim. It's like Microsoft Flight Sim, the old one. You used to have to buy planes on that, but the amount of detail that you get for things on that is, yeah, it's you sort of got to value, how much do you value the sim. If you want a proper realistic simulator, then you're going to buy the best of the best. And in terms of train sim, the best of the best is, I would argue, Armstrong Powerhouse. So their stuff is actually worth it, in my opinion. But like I say, just be smart. If you want to get a lot of their products, like I do, I love their products, and I want loads of them. Be smart with your money. Get them when they're on sale, when you can actually get lots more for the money that you spend. I would argue that they probably make more money on a sale than they do like any other time of the year. Which, yeah, you could say that they're losing money like that, but they're at the same time they're also gaining money like that. So, right, we are here at Exeter St David's, and we're going to need to brake a little bit quicker than what I thought. Oh no, actually we're alright. We're coming in here at quite a steady pace. I want to make sure that we get the back of this on. But I had a really, really good time in the Class 50. We will, here we go, we can stop now. We will jump outside the cab now and sort of review how we've got on. So that was the Class 50, the Armstrong Powerhouse Class 50 in the BR large logo livery. And we did the scenario 1A 4-7 St Austell to Paddinton. I think this is sort of a maybe like the first stage or something of this scenario. And it was on the Riviera Line, and the year was 1983. I had a really, really good time with the Class 50. Solid loco, looks amazing. Armstrong Powerhouse again, they are really, really good. And yeah, I would suggest if you haven't used it, go ahead and use it. This is my first time using it, so it was really, really good. So if you're a new viewer and you haven't already, please subscribe down below, hit the like button, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.